What's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the new Insta360 One RS. So here we have the Insta360 One RS with the 4K boost lens. If you're unfamiliar with Insta360 products, they're very modular. So here we have the battery. Here we have the 4K boost lens. And here we have the core, which is basically the brains of the camera. So if you have the 1R, you'll be able to use all the same accessories that you have with that camera for this camera. And I'm not sure if they have released an update to do this yet, but you can use this 4K boost lens on an old Insta360 1R core. So all of these components click together pretty easily, and the battery just kind of holds them in place. I don't have the 360 lens, but if you had that lens or any other Insta360 lens, you would pop the battery off, swap in the lens, and put it back together, and you basically have a new camera. This camera is actually the exact same size as the GoPro. I can actually fit this camera in a Hero 10 mount on one of my drones, and it actually fits perfectly snug. The button's not lined up, but it holds it. Here it is side by side with a GoPro 10. It is very similar in size, if not maybe a little bit bigger, a couple millimeters longer, pretty much the same thickness and same height, so pretty much the same size as the Hero 10. The camera also comes with a couple accessories. You have this little mounting bracket with a spring-loaded clip to hold the camera in. This has a standard GoPro mount on the bottom. Mine came with this memory card, a 64 gigabyte V30 memory card. And I also got this 4-foot, I think it is, selfie stick. So I'm not really gonna use this much, but if I had the 360 lens, I would definitely use this. So I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll include it anyways. You open that up, camera slides in, close it, and you're good to go. To charge the batteries, you can either get a dock or you can just charge it right through the USB-C port right on the side here. And this is also where the memory card goes. Watertight, just make sure it's clicked down all the way. Let's talk about specs of this camera. The main benefits on the One RS core over the 1R core is the processor that's inside. This one has better in-camera stabilization with flow state built right in, which I feel like is better than Hypersmooth. I never used in-camera stabilization, but I've been very happy with flow state. The biggest benefit though is with the lens. With this 4K lens mod, you're actually able to record in 6K up to 30 FPS. I've played with this mode a little bit, and I think it would work well in certain situations. I'll include a link to a 6K video example down in the description. I have a 4K monitor, but I don't have a 6K monitor to see how good it actually looks. So if you have a 6K monitor that you can watch that flight footage on, click that link below and let me know what you think of the footage. I've been filming mainly in HDR video mode and normal video mode. With HDR video, you're really able to see in the shadows better, and even when the camera is aimed directly at the sun, it doesn't overexpose the rest of the shot, which is pretty cool. HDR video is recorded in 4K up to 30 FPS, and you have just manual control over the color temperature. If you want more manual control over the video, you'll need to use the standard video mode. Here you have full control over the stabilization, resolution, shutter speed, ISO, and color. So in the footage you're about to see, I was filming in 4K 30 FPS with flow state off. So I'll have a little side by side. One side you'll see flow state on, and then one side with flow state off, and you can kind of see how it looks. And then after that, I'll show you some 4K HDR footage, which I think looks the best. Alright, final thoughts on the Insta360 One RS. I am very impressed with the image quality and especially Insta360's in-camera stabilization. I like flow state better than hypersmooth. When filming FPV and using in-camera stabilization, you'll always get snaps here and there, but I feel like with flow state it's very minimal. I honestly can't say if this would replace my GoPro. I think I'll have to keep playing with it for a while. I love the fact that it's the exact same size as the GoPro, so anywhere I would take my Hero 10, I know that this will fit. But as far as replacing my GoPro, I think I'll have to play with it a little bit longer. The HDR video is a very unique feature that has really been drawing me to using this camera. Plus, if I wanted to turn this into a 360 camera, I could literally just buy the lens and then pop it on, and I have a 360 camera. I think the main thing I don't like about the camera is that this lens cover isn't replaceable. So this is like the main reason I don't use GoPro 8s. It's because it's the only GoPro without the removable lens cover. I feel like it's almost essential to be able to replace this little lens cover if you're flying FPV with these cameras. Whereas with this, if you end up breaking it or scratching it, you pretty much just need a whole new lens. One last thing I wanted to quickly touch on is just how Insta360 has really integrated their app with their cameras. You're able to connect to the camera, download the footage or photos directly to your phone, and you can do all your editing right in the app. And this even works with 360 footage. I've actually edited a couple videos with this, and it actually works better than my computer. So there you go. That's the Insta360 One RS. Oh, and another thing, if you wanted to turn this into a selfie camera, you just rotate the lens around, put the battery on, and you have a selfie camera with the screen facing you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. If you have any questions about the camera, leave it down in the comment section. I try to reply to as many comments as I can. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Obviously, if you've watched the video to this point, I think you should probably just subscribe. So yeah.